Today I want to talk about quitting my developer job after 4 years.
Well, that's only half of the truth, actually.
I first found another job, then I quit.
Yep, this is the reality. It's not like those kind of videos always talking about quitting your job and trying to start your startup or your business. Well, I hope someday I quit my job and start working on my own business, on my own startup, but life is not that simple. There are a lot of complexities, and when you have responsibilities, when you are married, when you have family, and especially when you are an immigrant, you need all kinds of papers, resident permit, you need to follow some rules and laws. It's much more complicated than that.
I want to share my thinking and experience honestly. I worked as a backend developer at a software company in Finland. I stayed there for about 4 years total. For a long time, the job felt stable and predictable. That kind of stability was important to me. I always cared about freedom and long-term options. Someday I want to build my own business. But doing that is harder than people online suggest. You need income, energy, and mental space. For a while, this job supported that idea. It gave safety and a steady monthly salary. That helped me slowly build skills and ideas. Then layoffs started happening at the company. Not once, but multiple times over a year. People I worked with left unexpectedly. That changed how safe the job felt. At that point, I started paying attention more. A stable job can stop being stable quickly. Another thing was salary growth. After 4 years, my total raise was about 200 euros. Not per year, total over everything. That is information, not a complaint. At the same time, my role stopped evolving much. I had done backend development for years already. Before that, I worked in data and machine learning.
The most important thing I want to share with you in this video is actually about the future of AI tech. The main reason I quit my old job was that I wanted to change my field of work. I was a developer, but I wanted to be actually a data engineer. And the reason for that is that because of AI, because of all kinds of technologies, cloud-based services, and everything we see all the time, all these things, the problem is that in future, they're gonna need people who understand the whole picture, different pieces, and they need somebody who can put all these things together. It could be data engineer, DevOps, MLOps, whatever. My main point is that you need to know a lot of things, especially cloud-based services, whether it's AI or not, and try to build bigger systems and try to create some kind of pipelines or workloads.
I started looking at data engineering positions. It felt like a reasonable next step. More scope, more responsibility, and senior roles. This was a logical decision, not emotional. I was not burned out or angry. I just evaluated risk, growth, and future options. At first, I applied without much pressure, mostly to see what the market looked like. Then interviews started coming unexpectedly. I interviewed for a data engineer role. I also interviewed for a senior data engineer role.
The funny thing is that actually I failed the data engineer role, but then got accepted for the senior data engineer role. And this shows that it doesn't matter, just try to get interviews and try to talk to them to see if you're useful for them or to see if they need you, and then do the negotiations.
Different companies see experience very differently. That helped me decide clearly. Staying felt less safe than moving forward.
So I accepted the offer and resigned from my previous job. However, before finishing, one important thing I'd like to say to you.
Do not blindly listen to videos about quitting jobs. First, you need a stable job and solid skills. Then build things slowly on the side. Execute ideas while you still have income. Quit only when you feel confident, not rushed.
That approach worked better for me. I hope this works for you as well.
I hope this video gives some useful perspective. Nothing here is advice, just experience. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.